Hi guys, George here, Brighton Fan TV, taking you through my thoughts on today's game against Watford. I'm disappointed, don't get me wrong. It's disappointing when you lose a game, especially your opening game of the season. But I'm not going to read too much into today. Obviously, it's the first game of the season. We've got an entire season to go. Straight from the off, I don't think we looked really settled. Watford looked really up for it today. They were chasing down every ball, 2 men to a ball at times. I don't think the early injury to Bruno helped. That was gutting to see. And then having to rearrange your back four quite desperately. It wasn't the best of starts. And we looked rattled. We looked really rattled today. The first goal was credit to Watford. I thought it was really quite an exceptional goal. Pereira looked really on fire today. Every time he got the ball, you knew something bad was going to happen. And the defence was looking at each other after the first Pereira goal, being like, who had him? But you don't take anything away from him. It was an exceptional goal. I was willing on half-time before that. I really thought if we could get in at half-time, settle down, rearrange, go back out, because I would have loved a draw. But it just wasn't to be. We just never really seemed to get going. Never really settled, just stringing the parts together, holding a bit of possession. We couldn't really get the forwards involved in the game. Murray was frustrated for large parts. You could see him really having a go at Solly March about delivery, just getting it past the first man even. Basuma coming on, he looked lively. He was really up for it, getting involved in the game. And a lot of you said we asked at half-time. We did a poll at half-time asking what people would have liked to have seen or what they thought of the game. And a lot of you said they wanted new players on from the start. But I don't think even that would have helped us today. I don't think it was a matter of that. Energy levels looked low. We didn't look really up for it. And I mean, I wasn't expecting us to be like lightning on the first game of the season. But it was just a bit lacklustre. I don't think it helps that we were lulled into a false sense of security that because we got a draw against Watford last season away and we beat them at home, that this was going to be some sort of easy game, which it very much wasn't. I also don't think it helps that before the season, the bookies have got Watford down as one of the favourites to be relegated, and that this was going to be some sort of like easy pass for us. This was to get the ball rolling, and again, it wasn't. It also isn't helped by the fact that we're in a league within a league almost, with about 10 other teams all fighting a relegation battle, Watford being one of those teams. And for a lot of people, today's 3 points dropped. Although I wouldn't read into it too much. As we know, last season, West Brom won both their first opening games, and they still went on to get relegated. I wouldn't read too much into this. Although it's a very real possibility, now that we've got United and Liverpool next, we might not get any points for the first 3 games of the season, which I can understand people's frustrations, and that today would have been nice as a bit of a getting the ball rolling, a nice opener. But I guess we can only see what the rest of the season holds. We'd appreciate any of your thoughts. Feel free to comment below. This has been George from Brighton Fan TV, and we'll see you next week.